Hey JA families, this is Palmer Kennedy, head of school. Hopefully you've seen a few videos from me this summer answering some frequently asked questions. Today I'm going to have a conversation with a couple of people, a couple of leaders here in the school, and we're going to start with Brandi Richardson. So Brandi,
Yes.
you've been here at JA for a couple of weeks. How's it going?
It's been great. I've been in Jackson, Mississippi for about 4 weeks, and I received the warmest welcome to a school that I could imagine, from the faculty to some of the parents and even some of the students that I've met with so far. They've been incredibly warm and hospitable. So.
Well, if there is no typical day at JA, but if you could describe a typical day so far this summer, what would it look like?
Honestly, I've been learning a lot. I've spent a lot of time just talking to our faculty members and to other people on the leadership team here, and even some of our students, just learning about the school community and what they see as the vision for the school, and where my part might be to play a role there.
Well, if you had to name a reason, what brought you to JA? I mean, you're doing very well in Mobile, so what brought you here?
It's always fun to try a new adventure, but a couple of years ago, in fact, maybe 10 or 11, I actually visited this campus with you, in fact. For one day, I came to visit, and when I stepped foot on the campus at JA, I was just impressed, honestly, from the student body that day to the embracing of the community to the Apple School program. I felt like this was a place in the independent school community that I wanted to be one day. And long story short, I started leadership in the independent school community, and here I am, a couple of years later.
What you saw when you came to visit, and what you see now, what is being realized, and what challenges do you think you might be able to help us with?
I think what faces as a challenge to this independent school is probably what faces all independent schools. There's so much expectation out there for young people today. Being a teenager is a little bit hard. Certainly there's more expectation and more challenge for students, and so for me it's creating an environment that's fulfilling, that's challenging, that's preparatory for their next step in college, and that really is a challenge. You have to balance feelings, you have to balance academic outcomes, you have to balance rigor, so just creating an environment for students to be successful and to be happy and healthy young people.
But based on things you've learned or heard so far, what do you see as a key role you're going to play this upcoming year?
Yeah, so one of my strengths has always been building relationships with people, with all the stakeholders in our school community. And so that's really what I'm going to focus on this year, is building solid relationships between our faculty, our parents, and our students. I want my office and our entire upper school office community to be a place where students feel they have an advocate. And so that's what I'm going to work on this year.
Okay, one of the things that we haven't talked a lot about, but we're going to be talking about is what this portrait of a Jackson Academy graduate looks like. So in your mind, if you could draw a portrait of a JA graduate, what would they look like?
I think that they would be well-rounded from all aspects, and by that I mean they would be confident in who they are as a person. They would know their strengths, their weaknesses. They would know how to study. They would know how to reach out, advocate for themselves if they need help. One of the biggest things for me as someone who's preparing students for that next step is that they feel confident and alert, and they know where they belong and where they need to go for resources if they need help. And so that's what I hope to teach students who come out of our school. Just overall really prepared and confident students who know their purpose and they know their significance.
In addition to being here, being our upper school director, you're going to be a JA parent.
I am.
Have you been through the orientation at all of any of that?
Not yet. My parent meeting is coming up at the end of this month, and I'm really excited. We are here at summer camp, and my daughter also received an incredibly warm welcome here at summer camp. She thinks that she's been a JA student for many weeks already, and she loves it. So I'm excited.
Favorite part of summer camp so far?
Probably the playground time. If we had to ask her, she would be on the playground every day.
So your child is just like every other child. They just
She
want to
is.
play.
They just want to play.
They just want to play.
That's right.
I'm writing a note for an upcoming athletic publication, and one of the themes that I want to talk about is it does matter how you play the game.
It does.
And so how does that apply? What does that mean to you? It does matter how you play the game, whether you're talking about athletics, academics, or the arts. What does that mean to you?
It means that we have to play with integrity. We have to do the right things all the time. We have to play fair. We have to treat one another with respect and like we're called to treat other humans. We have to put ourselves second sometimes. We have to reach out to someone that might be sitting by themselves, or they're on the playground and they might need a hand up. That's what it means to me.
I want to thank you for your time today. We are so looking forward to this upcoming year. It is going to be an incredible year. We have a wonderful team that's working very hard this summer to make certain of that. If you have any questions, call us up here. Look forward to seeing you in August, if not before. God bless and go Raiders.